Today is Money Monday. On Friday, a new job report came out saying the United States added 172,000 jobs last month. That number did surpass expectations, and it does show some promising signs for the economy.
Joining us to explain what those numbers mean for Minnesotans is Professor Tyler Schipper from the Economics Department at the University of St. Thomas. Always nice to have you here.
It's great to be back.
How's summer going?
It's going good. Summer's a different. It's a different shift in culture at the university, and it's nice to just have more time to do everything.
It's nice you to put a suit and tie on.
Yeah.
Since theoretically, you should not be dressed like that.
No. I'll put on flip-flops later. It'll be fine.
All right. Hey, so let's talk about this report that came out Friday, right? Better than economists expected.
Economists got it wrong. Who would have guessed we would get something wrong? Yeah, so I think it's not just this one report, but the fact that we now have 3 months where the number of jobs created per month has been like 188,000. And there's been a lot of volatility in those jobs reports, so the fact that there's 3 months in a row seems like a good sign. So I would use the word stabilization, not necessarily this isn't the job market shooting up, but things are definitely looking better than even like 6 months ago when over the last year we would have had 0 new jobs created. So definitely a shift in how the labor market feels, but maybe not to get too hopeful.
Do we know how it looks in Minnesota when these numbers come out? Like, what does that mean for us?
So there's always a little bit of a data lag before we get state numbers, but something unusual has happened in Minnesota where our unemployment rate right now is above the national average. That's not typically the case. So right now the unemployment rate is 4.5% in Minnesota, 4.3% nationally. Now, one reason for that could be that we had Operation Metro.
Yeah, I was going to say.
And there was a report out from North Star Policy Action Group that said that we lost 4,600 jobs in leisure and hospitality, $71 million in income. That's probably part of it. Hopefully part of it, too, is just that data lags. So our last month in April, we actually saw that we created about 16,000 jobs in Minnesota. We haven't seen a number that good since 2022. So the optimistic view is hopefully as we get some more data in, Minnesota starts to look more like the rest of the country in that stabilization.
So those are the jobs numbers. Where are we at when it comes to what people are being paid?
Yes.
That's probably going way up too, right?
You know,
I'm saying that.
Yeah, you just think everybody's getting paid more. Chris got a raise and he didn't tell anybody else about it. This is the question that economists want you to be asking, right? Yes, it's great if you have a job, but it matters if that job is paying the bills. And unfortunately, wage growth has slowed down. It's at about 3.4% for the last year now. At the same time, inflation has picked up because of the conflict in Iran. That's 3.8%. So that negative difference there means that it's harder to afford stuff. And I think that's an important point because it circles back and tries to fit together, the labor market's stabilizing on one hand, but people feel really bad about the economy on the other hand. We just got data from the University of Michigan that says their consumer sentiment index just hit an all-time low. Well, if people feel stressed about their budgets, they're not going to feel good about the economy, and that's how you get a stabilizing labor market with people still feeling really bad about the economy.
So what do you think as you look at your crystal ball for the future of all of this? I mean, gas prices are coming down a little bit. They're below $4 a gallon
for now.
In the Twin Cities.
Yes.
Yeah, for the first time in a month. So that's good. But I think you talk to people and they're still paying more for things like groceries, right? So like long term, as we kind of look at things, what are you thinking?
So on the inflation front, I think people should expect elevated prices for at least the next 6 months, simply because as those energy prices that we saw jump up, those get pushed into all other goods that you buy on the shelf at the store. On the gasoline front, I was listening to your last story. I was glad they didn't contradict what I was going to say, which is that, the bottom line is that a lot of oil infrastructure in the Middle East was destroyed, and it's going to take time for that to get repaired, for trade to start flowing normally again. And according to the Energy Information Administration, we might not see gas prices back to 2025 levels into 2027. So what this looks like is if there's a peace deal in Iran, we'll see gas prices at the pump start to come down, but it won't look like 2025 again for quite a while.
Yeah, he was the person with Flint Hills who we talked to. I mean, he was like, it's months. I mean, months. And I don't know, I guess in my head, I wanted to hear him say something different.
It's months and months, despite the fact that none of our oil infrastructure in Minnesota has been injured, and none of our oil has actually been disrupted, but we're talking about a global commodity. And so things that happen there affect us just as well.
All right, so we have you on often, and usually you bring us a lot of ho-hum news. I know you like to end on a positive note.
I do, and I tried to mix some in there too.
You do.
So this is going to be a little bit of shameless self-promotion, which is I'm Summer Tyler now. My wife likes Summer Tyler a lot better than School Year
Yes.
Tyler. But I also get to start working with a new group of student researchers. We've been working with the Minnesota State Fair as kind of a economics laboratory. So last year we did what we called the On the Stick Index, which tried to measure inflation at the state fair. And unfortunately, inflation was a lot higher at the state fair than it was nationally. But we wouldn't have known that unless we were doing the research. And we're hoping doing the research again this year, we might find something different. So really great group of students that I have both St. Thomas students now. I have a couple students from the U and a couple of high schoolers. So we have like this bigger grouping of students that are all going to be out there using the Great Minnesota Get Together as our economics laboratory. So
What a cool idea for them to sort of get some real world like application to the things that you guys are talking about.
100%. They like to do a lot of the things that I don't necessarily love to do. Like I love to be in there messing with the data and the spreadsheets, and I have students that are like, hey, I really want to go out there and talk to people about what they're feeling. I'm like, I'm glad we can split duties. And
Yes.
you can be the extrovert and go talk to people about what they're feeling at the state fair, and I'll go do some data calculations, and we'll piece it all together to tell stories about how economics and the state fair collide. So
Well, that'll be a fun project to talk about when you're done with it. When you guys
Absolutely.
get all that
Economics on
research
a
after
stick.
the fair. I like it. Tyler, thank you.
Yep, thanks for having me.
Enjoy summer.
Will do.
Flip-flops next time.
yes.
You're going to keep up with economic headlines by watching, of course, 5 Eyewitness News every day starting at 4:30.
You guys upstairs, if you're listening, put Professor Tyler down for a segment. That's
After the fair.
one less thing we have to worry about
Yes.
for the fair.